Thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. I only recently got my first lathe from Rockler, but I've been saving up offcuts for several years that would make great turning blanks. So lately I've been trying to do some simple turnings that let me practice a variety of new techniques. I picked up this Nova chuck and a few accessories that let you hold just about any workpiece on the lathe. I put a link for this chuck, just like all my favorite tools, on my website. With one side done, I flipped it around and used a small rag to protect the surface from scratches. I'll be using Rockler's carbide turning tools throughout this video. I'm making something that I think every woodworker should have in the shop. A simple lid for my coffee mug to keep the heat in and the wood chips out, because I prefer only the finer sawdust in my coffee. I took my time and a lot of trial and error to shape the part that would fit just inside the lip of the mug. I wanted it to fit fairly snugly, but still lift off with one hand. I'm using water-based wood turners finish by General Finishes, and I love it. Each coat literally dries in about 3 minutes, so it's really fast and easy to apply multiple coats and build up the sheen that you want. In between each coat, I lightly sand the surface with a worn-out piece of 600 grit sandpaper. And like usual, my favorite final step is polishing with wax. I only waxed the top of the lid since the bottom would be exposed to hot liquids. Pressing firmly with a paper towel heats up the wax and polishes it into the surface. And what you end up with is a beautiful, smooth, natural-looking finish that only took a few minutes. You may have noticed that I've been able to create more videos lately, which is in part because of a few new sponsors. And this week, I'd like to thank Keeps for supporting my channel. 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. The best way to prevent hair loss is to do something about it while you still have some hair left. Keeps has revolutionized the way men are treated for hair loss. They make it easy by delivering your medication every 3 months, so you can avoid pharmacy checkout lines and even doctor's visits. And Keeps is affordable too, so you don't have to go broke to avoid going bald. Prevention is key, and Keeps treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months or more before you see results, so it's important to act fast. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Blake Weber or click on the link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. I'm using Rockler's stainless steel ice cream scoop kit for this next project. I love how these kits come with a threaded insert that actually makes it easier to turn the project, as well as assemble it in the end. I have a small collection of these curly maple offcuts that I've been saving for something like this. I'm using the tailstock to make sure the workpiece is straight before I tighten the chuck. I wanted to try drilling on the lathe, although this could be done on a drill press. But one thing I'm noticing is that I need to pick up some center drill bits, because I'm getting quite a bit of wobble, as you can see. I'm not sure if it was necessary, but I added a little bit of epoxy glue to secure the threaded insert. Unfortunately, it happened just off the camera frame. But I removed the tailstock and then cut some of the excess material off with a handsaw, and then turned the end of the handle down to the length and shape I wanted. This highly figured maple gave me some tear out as I was shaping the handle, but changing to a less aggressive cutting angle and taking lighter passes cleaned it up nicely. And then I sanded it, stepping down the grits until it was perfectly smooth. I'm using the same finish and technique that I used on the coffee mug lid. I figured I would try putting my signature letter punch in the drill chuck. That way it would be centered perfectly on the end of the handle. I stuck a piece of all thread through the tailstock and gave it a tap. And assembly was that easy. I wanted to try making a box with this little chunk of walnut burl, but it had some cracks I needed to avoid. I started by turning a more reliable tenon that I could hold in the Novichok. I trued up the sides, and then I put a concave shape in the bottom of the box and sanded it smooth. The signature letter punch method that I used last time worked so well that I picked up a new bolt with a bigger head for tapping in the tailstock. You'll probably see me use this on every turning from now on. I made a mark and then used a wood screw clamp to safely cut the two box halves apart on the bandsaw. I hollowed out the bottom of the box and created a rim to retain the lid. I needed to cut the lid to fit perfectly on that rim. So I gradually removed material until it was a perfect fit. I'm new to the world of turning, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of this, but I haven't seen anyone do this yet. I picked up some rubber stoppers from the hardware store so I could press my pieces together without marring the surface. Then I was able to shape the box with both halves together. I filled a few of the larger voids with brown instant CA glue and sawdust. I used the same method with my screw clamp to separate the box lid from the tenon. I wanted to use this small scrap of Padauk as an accent in the walnut lid. Holding such a small flat piece is a challenge, so I figured I'd try squishing it between the rubber stoppers. And it worked great. I measured and marked and then cut a hole for the accent piece to fit into. I figured I'd create some small glue channels so the squeeze out had somewhere to go. I I know you can cut brass and other non-ferrous metals with carbide woodworking tools, so let's give it a shot. A huge thank you to all of my supporters on Patreon for encouraging me to go out into the shop late at night after the kids are in bed and produce these videos. If you want to join the club, get access to my SketchUp files, t-shirts, stickers, and other merchandise, or see your name at the end of these videos, just find me on Patreon. See you later.